Welcome to Sendor's Sacred Spaces with Sendra D, Luxury Unleashed, where luxury meets the soul. I'm your host, Sendra D, and in this series, we'll explore the art of living well and investing well, the elegance of line designs, and the beauty of spaces that inspire. Join me as we uncover the hidden gems of luxury living and investing, from exclusive estates to bespoke experiences that elevate the mind, body, and spirit. Together, we'll embark on a journey through the world of opulence, where every detail is a masterpiece and every moment is a celebration of life's finest offering. Let's unleash the luxury within. Hello, everyone. I'm Sendra D. I am thrilled to welcome you to the launch of Sendor Sacred Spaces with Sendra D, Luxury Unleashed. The mission is very simple for this podcast because it's actually a demonstration of my synchronized way of being and showing up in the world. It is a compilation of luxury, beauty, passion, purpose, soulfulness, power. All of that is what I am. And when you think about the word luxury, actually, it is very simple. It's all things beautiful. But unfortunately, we've been conditioned to judge on the outside what the meaning of luxury is. But as you know, I'm someone who endeavored 25 years ago to journey within. I grew up in a world of luxury. My first career was as a fashion designer. I dedicate this episode because on that journey, my brother Patrick was there. And today is his birthday. Happy birthday, bro, wherever you are. I know you're watching me. You helped me coordinate one of my fashion shows. When we lived in Maryland, we were roommates, and I think we're soulmates. So I'm thrilled to announce this amazing venture for me. You know, I've been a podcaster for about 3 years officially. I mean, I launched 2020, of course, that was a bit more political. Of course, you're familiar with my other podcast, Frankly Speaking with Sendra D. That's leadership. That is business, politics, wealth, and a little bit of spirituality. But this one is sacred. Sacred, what I mean by that is it's a special space where it's dedicated, it's committed to somewhat purity, even though we will be talking about wealth and luxury, which means the finer things in life, but it's coming from a deeper place because my journey has been deep. I had to recognize that luxury really is from within because I've come to understand that we are energy beings. And in my own life, I've recognized and I've experienced some of the best and some of the unwanted, what we call failures, what we call disasters, whatever name you decide to put on the unwanted results that you get. It's tumultuous sometimes to go through the experiences, but I realized I actually had to go through that to get to the core of who I am. At that core, I had to come to a realization that luxury isn't just about expensive things. It's about experiences that enrich you, that empower you, that elevate you, that energize you. It's a process that if one really commits to, can be life altering, transformative. And that's been my experience. Everything had to be taken from me. The things I love, my family, my two siblings, my father, and I've shared very candidly about the losses I've experienced, but also the recovery journey. And so that recovery journey was like a treasure hunt, going down into the depth of the sea of Sendra D within. I was scuba diving in sometimes the darkest waters on this plane of existence to find the greatest treasures I could possibly imagine. The greatest treasures are most of the times the unexpected treasures. So for me, one of those treasures happened to be my voice. Yes, my voice. I have become very articulate in the world of sobriety. And I personally believe that sobriety is intertwined with luxury. How wonderful it is when we can have a clear mind to really appreciate the things that are all around us. For instance, today I was doing a photo shoot on the water, and the sky was so clear, so blue. Yet, two steps away, there were thunderstorms. And I thought it was going to be brewing. I thought it was over. So I said to the photographer, I told you it was going to rain. But isn't that life? You get some sunshine and then you get the rain. It's all good. And it always ends up for the highest good of everyone. Isn't it wonderful when we can have the logic, the understanding that the clouds always part for the sun to shine? Isn't it wonderful when we have the resilience to withstand the storms of life? Isn't it wonderful when we can just be so present to know that the darkest moments, the darkest nights of the soul will pass? Whatever it is, whether it is the loss of a loved one, whether it is the loss of a fortune, whether it is the loss of health, whatever it is, whether it is the loss of a marriage, whatever loss it is, it seems so dark. Yet, underneath that cloud of uncertainty, I guarantee you there is goodness. So that's when you need to build that resilience and build that conviction that you are worthy of good things happening to you. In this experience, it's just fleeting, it is passing. And you just have to know that whatever you're seeing around you that other people have, that other people are experiencing, that's great and that's good for them. But it doesn't take away from your own benefits, your own fortunes, your own wealth, because luxury is within. I guarantee you that. And when we really absorb this, understand it, and become one with it, you can look around and applaud the people around you to say, well done. Look, that happened for you. I'm having my own journey. I came to understand that even though sometimes I seem to be a little bit more lacking than average person, the family members passing and choosing recovery over fortune sometimes can look bleak because you choose more harmony than chaos. And trust me, I know chaos because when I chose to have a more spiritual life, I was working at a bank. I was extremely successful. I was determined to just go out and make a mark on the world. But when you set out to do this, without the understanding of who you truly are and whose you truly are, then all you create, you may have some temporary successes, wins, but in the overall picture, it's going to be hit and miss and it's going to be a bit of chaos. And I see that around the world, people with good intentions, without making a decision to say, as I'm traveling this journey, I'm going to make sure that I bring all the goodness that I can. And that's really the journey to cultivate that sense of harmony, that sense of gratitude, that sense of just knowing that there is goodness. Wherever I step, there's goodness. And I want to be part of that goodness. And sometimes it doesn't feel so good to be good because sometimes they're evil all around you, the people that come at you and they want what you have and they'll go to any length to make sure that you don't have it because they think it's theirs. You stay steady and you realize that this is a journey that is eternal. So this small wins in the short term may appear as though you've lost, but by steadying yourself in the knowing that I'm not going to react, I'm not going to be intimidated or bullied, no intimidation, not bullied into being like you. I'm not going to be like you. I'm going to choose to be a healthy, confident, and loving individual. Showing up in the world with love, priceless. Well, that's really the journey of recovery. Because when you recover from like this dream that there's lack and you're part of that lack, that is the lie. That's the lie that wants to convince you that you are not deserving of the goodness that created this planet and all the stars in this universe. But when we truly, truly, clearly understand, when we truly at our deepest knowing, understand that you don't even have to effort to let this come to you. The efforting comes from a belief of lack. The efforting comes from thinking that this is not already yours. You see, what I've come to know is when you think of an idea, it's already yours. You're already one with it. You just have to live in the fantasy and the daydream that, oh my goodness, look what I have. Because even though it's not tangible, it's yours. It's yours. I fantasize about this podcast for years. When my brother passed, I knew I had a voice that I would be sharing wisdom of someone, not someone who's bitter, who's angry. Some of us podcasts you probably heard me call out names, but don't worry, people, I'm not going to call you out. The story tells itself. I don't have to name names because you know what you did. You know what you did. See, my journey is about cleaning up my inside, making sure that I'm living a luxurious experience without these sentiments of regret, without these sentiments of envy, without these sentiments of jealousy. That's poison. It's poison for the mind, it's poison for the body, and it's poison for the soul. I have a firm conviction that I came to this planet and I brought this experience called Sendra D, Sendra Dorsey, into manifestation because I needed to grow. And so I thank you all for helping me to grow. I got to put a smile on my face when I say that because, oh boy, I have grown. I was the baby. I was the baby of my father, the powerful Cecilia Dorsey, and my mother, the powerful Amy Dorsey, and the sister of Patrick Dorsey, and the sister of Karine Dorsey, and the niece of René Augustin, and the cousin of Jules Taylor, and the granddaughter of Maria Kahn, and the granddaughter of Vista Dorsey. I believe these people had a plan for me. I've been told I'm chosen. I mean, there are groups of people who call themselves chosen, but I think individually we are chosen for something. We're chosen to be something greater than what we were before. This may sound woo woo, but it's more bling bling, right? It's bling bling because luxury is a knowing, a conviction, an essence of truth and dignity and power and integrity. Yes, luxury is spiritual. I think you figured out by now that this is a spiritual experience. It's interesting because I love the finer things in life. I just love beautiful things. And I have released a lot of that in order to actually clean up my insides, to be able to clean up, to realize that what I was seeing on the outside, the cravings that I had, whether it was for substances or for a beloved one or for whatever it was, I had to come out naked, bare, stripped of everything to recognize that this experience, again, called Sendra D, that I'm having here now, what a luxurious experience it is. And of course, on my other podcast, Frankly Speaking with Sendra D, I'm more business, politics, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, more of the material. But this is where I invite you to join me. Every week, I'm going to be putting up clips. I'm going to be doing a lot of behind the scenes. I'm going to have some correspondents all over the world traveling. It could be me traveling, but I'm going to be discussing with those like myself who understand that the beauty on the planet that we want to experience has to begin from within. It has to be a conviction that I want to embody this luxury. I want to embody the truth of the beauty that I see all around me. So that when I show up in a place that is luxurious, I'm not impressed because it's something outside of me. I walk in with my head up high, knowing that that's a part of me. I see another person with this car that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was like, oh, that's me. That's my car too. Because I appreciate these things. I appreciate everything around me that is beautiful because I am intentional about these experiences. I'm very intentional about being at ease in my life experience. I'm very intentional with what I feel has value. And luxury is what value is. So these valuable things and experiences that I have and I continue to endeavor to experience, they're all a part of me. You can't want something that's not already a part of you. See, I'm drawn to beautiful things. I'm drawn to lovely people. I am drawn to powerful people because that's who I am. I was born into a powerful family. And when I say that, it's not pseudo power, it's not earthly power, it's spiritual power. My life was ordained way before I came here. They were auditioning for someone like me. And I said, I want the gig. I auditioned, I got it. Yeah, they were there waiting for me. I was the ones. My life is very different than my lineage, anyone my lineage that I know of anyway. I can't go that far back, but the ones I know had a very different experience. I mean, I come from Haiti, a country I love, powerful, powerful history. We were the first independent Black country. We've had kings in our leadership. Henri Christophe, we have a powerful castle that people from all over the world come to visit, La Citadelle. We have the most beautiful beaches. That's luxury. So that luxury, I chose that little country called Haiti to be part of because not only did I want the bling and the beauty of that little place called Haiti, but I wanted the richness of the culture. I wanted the richness of the culture. So I will take you on a journey And I don't know, at some point, I may surprise you and end up in Haiti and show you why I love that country so much as part of this podcast. But yes, I want to take you all over the world because I have been all over the world. I say to everyone, there is not a place on earth that I don't feel I resonate with. I'm not talking about the deeds and the people, but it's the richness of the culture, it's the richness of the soil. So I do say to everyone, where is it that you desire to go, that you feel led to explore? My exploration has been within me. I don't know, for some reason, maybe because I'm West Indian, I'm drawn to the East Indian culture, but I do love that culture. And England also, maybe because my grandfather was Jamaican, my mother's father. Maybe that's why England resonates with me so well. And who knows what else I have in my lineage, but it shows up every now and then as, this is deeper than just me in a place. I feel like I've been here. I feel like I've known these people. And so I'm hoping that you experience this podcast, Sendor Sacred Spaces with Sendra D, Luxury Unleashed, and experience it as though, wow, this resonates with me. It feels like I've been here before. I've heard this before. Sandra D's voice is just melodious. And I just love this podcast. I just love listening to her. Such insights. And we're one. So collectively, we are one. So whatever you come to hear on this podcast, it was meant to be. So this is the launch. And I had a whole script, that was I was going to tell you about. I'm going to talk about hard assets, why gold is important, in luxury mentions, what markets are doing, what that's coming to, and what kind of home decor is more appropriate for this setting or that setting, and the designers that I'm going to bring on, and also everyone who's in wealth and luxury going to be coming on. But guess what? Again, this is a sacred space. So I want you to share the sacred space with me. I would like you to benefit from this sacred space. And every time that you hear there's a new episode or a new clip that has been dropped, I want you to run and listen to it because you're my inspiration. I do this for you because I don't want to have to keep it for myself. It's kind of boring for me. I love talking to you. I love talking to my audience. I love you so much. And so lots of projects are coming. So I said before, writing projects. There's a book. Yes, there's a book. It's coming October. So that said, I'll keep the date to myself for now, but you can expect topic's going to be luxury. It's going to be my guide to luxury because I do believe that luxury is from within. It is from within because the master teachers that walked this earth, they never feared for their daily supply. They just manifested it because they just knew. It's that knowing that you deserve to have all of your needs met. That's really what luxury is about. It's not a material. The material manifestation comes after, but it's your consciousness that brings about what you see. So if you're getting the results you like, well done. I am thrilled for you. But if you're getting the results that are not necessarily the most pleasant, the most wanted, think about it. What's going on in this mind of mine that's making me bring about these kind of results? So this is going to be a life transformative journey for me and for you. So join me. Join me as I continue to unfold into being who I know I was born to be. I love who I am today because I've taken time to get to know me. Because before, what I was doing is setting up myself for failure because I was only looking outside of me to know who I was. I would identify with people, places, and things. It had nothing to do with me, maybe a little bit. But even my family, there are no two people on earth that are the same, even twins, not even the same. So I had to go within where all of me is contained. waiting to be unleashed, waiting to be experienced, for me to know who I was. And today I say, I love me and I love you. So let's journey together to continue to uncover the best of who we are. That's from within and from without. So, Sendor Sacred Spaces is a powerful podcast for you. It is going to unleash within you the desires that you never had, but it's also going to help you to understand why who you are deserves these desires, deserves these results. Because until you understand that this was meant for me, this is mine, I am not negotiating that, this resonates with me, until you know that, you will never be on the right path. You'll be like I was for many times, many decades, many years, and still sometimes today. Am I in the right path? Am I doing the right thing? But yeah, just stay still and just think, does this feel good to me? Does this feel good to me? I promise you, when you go within, asking yourself, not everybody else, yourself, is this for me? I promise you, you'll wake up the next day knowing exactly what the next step is. So that means whatever it is, material desire, whatever it is, a goal, a wish, if it's a person that you desire, if that resonates with you, not feeling a lack, not feeling that I must have this because I don't feel whole, but knowing I'm whole, but I like that. I like how this feels for me because it's really about a feeling. It's an experience from within. So letting go of the fear, letting go of the anxiety that this may never be is what's going to bring it about. Because fear is really the biggest enemy of being an authentic self. Being authentic is luxury. It's luxurious. Authentic is like, you don't care what people think about you. You're just going to be yourself. You're going to be fabulous, beautiful, smart, intelligent, tall, short, whatever it is, however you showed up in this world. You're going to be confident. And that will give you the fuel you need for the resilience that is required for the journey. All right, people. This is the first episode of Sendor Sacred Spaces with Sendra D. Stay tuned. More bling behind the scenes. And I love you. I'm still frankly speaking with Sendra D, but that's my other podcast, the more serious tone. But this is the fun part. This is the one where we get to design our lives and experience the best that life has to offer. So you go out there, you pull out your drawing board, bring out the finger paint, color your life, color it. I choose white. I don't know. That's what I'm drawn to. What colors are you drawn to? So stay tuned. So this is the first. I love you. I'm Sendra D. Until the next time, stay safe and stay loving, stay authentic, stay beautiful, stay smart, stay bling. Oh, and don't forget, like, subscribe, send your friends this video because the message got to get out. The message has to get out. It's a good message, don't you think? I would love to hear from you. Comment. Let me know what you'd like to talk about, where you'd like to see me. Okay? Because as I travel, I take all of you with me. Mwah. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the world of sacred luxury. I hope today's episode has inspired you to embrace the finer things in life and to create spaces that resonate with your deepest desires. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share with all those who appreciate the art of living well. For more insights and exclusive content, visit us at sendortv.com or all our social medias, which is on Instagram, Facebook, Parlor, Truth Social, LinkedIn. Find us there. Until next time, remember, luxury isn't just about what you own, it's about how you live. I'm Sendra D, and this is a Sendor Sacred Spaces Luxury Unleash. You can also find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube for the latest episodes. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We definitely want you to join this community. This is something you won't regret. Until next time, don't forget to unleash your inner luxury.